Post. Post. At ease. Please be seated. I'd like to welcome everyone and personally thank you for supporting these airmen as they enter the next challenging phase in their career. Please feel free to come forward and take photos at any time during today's ceremony. We would like to have our students with guests in attendance introduce them.
I have my mother and father, Tim and Heidi Leibrock, from Darien Center, New York.
Today I have my dad, Matthew Robbins, my mother, Anissa Robbins, and my little sister, Becca Robbins, from Lincoln, Indiana.
Welcome and thank you again for being here. Graduates, from the staff of the Payments and Equipment course, we will be the first to commend you on achieving your goals and arriving at this momentous occasion. This apprentice course is 54 academic days of instruction and is divided into 3 different courses. The initial Air Force entry course is 40 days with major blocks of training in dump truck, front-end loader, compact track loader, backhoe, asphalt concrete pavement, and wartime contingency operations. The inter-service course is 5 days with a major block of training in greater operations. The final Air Force Unique 3-skill level awarding course is 9 days with a major block of training in multi-purpose sweeper operations, water truck, fencing, and material handling. Apprentice course students receive 18 Community College of the Air Force credits upon course graduation toward an Associates of Applied Science in Construction Technology. Today, these airmen not only graduate, but earn the right to wear the Civil Engineer Occupational Badge. The basic badge is awarded upon successful completion of technical training. At this time, class leader, Airman First Class Ubada Live will recite the badge's heraldic significance.
The gear, wheel, and the compass has been used historically to represent the engineering profession in both the military and the private sector. The gear represents the essence of engineering, applying scientific principles and technology to practical ends. The gear symbolizes an element representing the built environment that meshes with weapons systems and trained personnel to enable the Air Force to perform its mission. The compass is a precision tool historically used by all engineers in design and construction facilities and equipment. The gear and the compass together symbolize all the diverse specialties with the Air Force civil engineers. Finally, the wings help to portray the fundamental linkage between the engineering components and that the built environment provided by the Air Force civil engineers is the foundation supporting the Air Force missions and people.
Thank you, Airman First Class Ubai Dulad. The time has come to officially welcome the graduates into our family. We will now proceed with the presentation of diplomas. Class 21029, prepare to graduate. Post. Airman First Class Alexi Derrida, 633rd Civil Engineering Squadron, Joint Base Langley, Virginia. Airman First Class Austin Halliburton, 200th Red Horse Squadron, Camp Perry, Ohio. Airman First Class Kobe King, 203rd Red Horse Squadron, Camp Pendleton, Virginia. Airman First Class Seth Liebrock, 107th Civil Engineering Squadron, Niagara Falls, New York. Airman Basic Ethan Martin, 820th Red Horse Squadron, Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada. Airman Basic Arden Nikiforov, 19th Civil Engineering Squadron, Little Rock Air Force Base, Arkansas. Airman Basic Isaiah Perez, 4th Civil Engineering Squadron, Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, North Carolina. Airman Basic Sahawan Foreman, 820th Red Horse Squadron, Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada. Airman Basic Keandre Reeves, 820th Red Horse Squadron, Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada. Airman Silas Robbins, 820th Red Horse Squadron, Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada. Airman First Class Ramanbek Ubai Dulad, 436th Civil Engineering Squadron, Dover Air Force Base, Delaware. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to our newest Dirtboyz. Please be seated. Next, we would like to recognize one of our students who has excelled throughout the course and has earned the Academic Achievement Award. To qualify for this award, the student must maintain a 90% or greater average, have no academic failure, no disciplinary problems. The Academic Achievement Award goes to Airman First Class Seth Librock. We would also like to recognize 3 individuals who have not only earned a civil engineer badge by graduating, but additionally earned the right to wear the next higher rank. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Being promoted to the rank of Airman First Class, Airman Basic Martin, Airman Basic Reeves, and Airman Robbins. Please be seated. Now, I'd like to turn the floor over to our squadron commander, Lieutenant Colonel Brago, for some words of encouragement.
Thanks, Sergeant Wheeler. First thing first, thank you for joining us. It means a lot to us that you all joined here in person, and certainly the folks that are going to watch on Facebook when we post this here shortly. The support that you have provided from far away has been huge. And I know these airmen would not have been able to do what they have done if it hadn't been for families here and the families that are watching on Facebook. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Before I talk to you guys, though, there's one other group of people that I wanted to identify. Since you got here, I'm sure you've met military training leaders and PD instructors that have just impressed you. I have. And I hope that as you look back on your experience here, you remember 1 or 2 or 3 of those instructors. Instructors like Sergeant Wheeler, Sergeant Gonzalez, Mr. Higgins, Mr. Carter. I want you to think back on those guys, because I know you would not be sitting here if it weren't for them. So would you guys join me in a round of applause just for all your instructors, those are here and those that are out in the training area, just to say thanks to them. All right. You graduated, now what? That's a rhetorical question. I'll give you some advice though, right? So I've been in the business of civil engineering for 18 and a half years. And actually, before I came in here, I was talking to Sergeant Acevedo, and he caught me as I was looking at my training report from when I went to tech school 17 and a half years ago. I did good enough to graduate. That's what I did, right? But I have in my pocket the badge that I got that day. And it looks just like the one you guys put on your uniform this morning, or this afternoon when you came over. And you did an excellent job of reading about the heraldry of this badge, what the gear wheel means, what the wings mean, what the civil engineers do for the Air Force mission. But I would offer to you, this badge means something else too. It means you're joining a family of PD airmen, a family of civil engineers, all 14 of our AFSCs, all focused on recovering air bases in combat. You're part of that family. Welcome. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is it's a coin. And it's a coin from the commander of the 117th Civil Engineering Squadron, which is the 117th Air Refueling Wing, Birmingham, Alabama. It was I think it's a Guard Reserve man. So I'm active duty officer, right? But I have a coin from the Civil Engineer Squadron commander, who was, if I remember correctly, a guardsman. He was my first boss on my first deployment. So I show this to you for 2 reasons. 1, Guard Reserve active duty, you guys went to school together, you will serve together again. And we'll deploy together again, I promise you. And the second reason I show this to you is because it symbolizes that first deployment that I went on, just a few years after I graduated from the section. So my advice to you is when you get to wherever you're going, the Red Horse unit of the Civil Engineers Corps, keep that in mind. Always be ready. And when you guys got here, you met Chief and me and the First Sergeant, some other leaders in the squadron. And Chief gave you a few words of encouragement. Right? She talked about professionalism, she talked about enthusiasm, she talked about teamwork. And I know you guys did that to get yourselves through school that year. I'd offer you professionalism, enthusiasm, and teamwork is going to get you through your entire Air Force career. Professionalism, that means being the P&E airman who's known as the guy or gal who wants to be the very best operator. Enthusiasm, be enthusiastic about your job. Because there will come a time in the life on the line, right? Teamwork, be the airman who's always known as man. Airman Robin, or Airman Reeves. That guy is always about the team. He will do anything for the team. You do those three things, and I think you will succeed, and you can be a master sergeant, a P&E airman, sergeant, retired senior master, Mr. Hayden. You will succeed. So congratulations on earning your civil engineer badge. Congratulations on joining the Dirtboyz family. I wish you the best of luck wherever your next assignment takes you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Becker. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and join the class in the recital of the Airman's Creed, followed by the singing of the Air Force Song. Room, attention!
I am an American airman.
I am a warrior. I advance with my nation's call. I am American airman. My mission is to fly and fight win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am American airman, guardian of freedom and justice. My nation's sword and shield, its century and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am American airman, wingman, leader, warrior. I will never leave an air behind. I will never falter, and I will not fail. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Adam down, give him the gun, give him the gun. Now we die, spouting a flame from under, off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame, we're down in flame. Hey, nothing stops the U.S. Air Force.
Eddies. This concludes our graduation ceremony. We invite everyone to stay and congratulate today's graduates, beginning with the Commander, Sergeant Turner, and families. Thank you.